think you can hear it, but if you cannot, there is, like at certain times of the day, I think like 3 or 4 times a day, there is like this chant for prayer every single day. And it is a time, I think, for people to stop and get into prayer. I think it's, I don't know what religion, to be honest with you. I need to ask someone, but it's really interesting. To my ear, it kind of sounds a little eerie, but we just arrived in Johor. I was kind of expecting to like pull into a station, but the bus driver just like whipped over to the side of the road. It was like, everybody out! And we were like, all right. So we got out literally on like the side of the road. Simone's rocking a piss right now. It was a really quick bus ride. The bus was an hour late, and this guy was insane. He was riding everybody's ass. This is like the craziest bus ride I've ever been on before. It was like almost kind of dangerous, but we made it. Spending some time in Johor, Singapore as well. So we've made it to Johor. It's like almost 7. No, that's not how it works. Simona, what are you most looking forward to in Johor?
Checking out a new Malaysian city that I've not been to.
Yes.
I've never been south of KL.
So just kind of doing some exploring, and I would say I'm really looking forward to also doing some exploring. Supposedly there's like a developed, undeveloped, like part of Johor that is really good for exploring. Also, Legoland is here. I'm really looking forward to that. We're gonna try and go one of the days, and then Singapore is literally like if you look on the map, it's like right next to Johor. So we're gonna hit up Singapore eventually as well. So yeah, we're hyped. Stay tuned. We were not able to find an Uber or a Grab or catch the bus. So right now we are walking safely, mind you, along the side of the highway. And Simone and I were kind of commenting on how this is the authentic backpackers experience.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've done this while backpacking.
This is, I mean, I've done this before, like in town, of course, but I've never done this before in a foreign country. So this is definitely, it's kind of fun, a little element of excitement, surprise. So let's hope we make it. We'll make it.
Got him!
What do we stumble upon?
The convention center.
Yes, they reeled us in. They reeled us in with the music. It's kind of it was kind of a vibe. Making our way to a botanical garden. We gotta find some food first. First day in Johor. It's a beautiful day once again. So many beautiful days. Simone, this looks like it could be a restaurant.
Yeah, it is a restaurant.
Looks like kind of a nicer restaurant.
Let's check out the street because
okay.
There's a bunch of places there. See what they got.
We've made it to the city, like the city center of Johor, and honestly, I'm impressed so far. This is pretty cool. Oh my gosh, they got... Hey, dude, come over here. Look at this. They got a bunch of fish in here. That's adorable. Oh, wow. Just right along the... Dude, what? A bunch of little koi fish right along the just right along the walkway in the city. How beautiful is that? How neat is that? That's pretty neat. Bro, this is tight. Just little fishies swimming in public. Something we do not see very often. This is honestly really cool. They're just chilling. I wonder who takes care of this. I wonder who feeds them. Or if they pass away. Simone's way back there. I gotta continue going on here. This is pretty cool. Looks like there's a bigger aquarium over here. These guys are kind of confined to this area. They can't get over. This looks pretty cool though. Yeah, it looks like the bigger aquarium is over here. Maybe, I don't know. I wonder if there are any fish in here. Doesn't look like there are any fish in here. Oh no! It actually continues. I was going left, it continues going right. So I was back there before, and it goes underneath the ground where the road is. I don't know how they engineered that. And it continues going. So it's interesting because having a fish tank, I know that the circumstances and the quality of the water, the pH of the water needs to be like absolutely perfect for the fish to be able to survive. So it's interesting to me that these fish are able to survive in this water, in this ecosystem, just because I know how perfect the conditions need to be. Honestly, this is beautiful. It's like a tropical paradise in part. What's up?
Want to check out Johor City Square?
Sure, let's do it. One thing I've noticed that's really funny, well, funny, interesting, I don't know, is that there are some like staples everywhere. There are like Starbucks everywhere, that we've been at least. There are Burger Kings everywhere. Over here, there are decathlons, which are like the equivalent to Dick's Sporting Goods. They're just like a big sports store.
Well, like their brand.
Yeah.
Decathlon brand, not like Nike and Adidas.
And they're pretty cool too, like pretty inexpensive for us.
Affordable, good quality stuff.
I kind of go nuts for a store like that. Hey, Juventus. Very nice. I don't think he knew what I was saying. He had a Juventus jersey on. Also McDonald's, of course. And I mean, other stuff too. But it's interesting to see how some brands have kind of like made their way to seemingly every corner of the world. They got like a football festival going on in here. Super cool. Jahor Bahru City Square Football Fest, I think it's called. This is the kind of fun stuff where like we have no clue that this kind of thing is going on, but you just gotta go. You just gotta kind of wander, because you never know what you're gonna run into, which is kind of the beauty of it. Like Simone, just wandering about right now. So we are right now kind of on the like, if you look on the map, we're on the very edge of Johor. And if you look, well, we'll come up to it in a moment. Across this street here is the edge of Johor, and then there's some water, and then across the water is Singapore. So you're really like at all times with when you're along the coast of Johor, you're within probably a mile or half a mile from Singapore. One of these days we're gonna make it over to Singapore.
There's a hole in the floor.
This looks like straight out of a horror movie. We just found this abandoned mall. And this is one of Simone's favorite things to do, is like to find abandoned stuff and explore it. And this is like totally, completely abandoned. We really could have done a lot more exploring. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could have spent hours in there, yeah. This place is really cool. Completely abandoned. So supposedly it's legal to drink in the streets here.
The police is right
heard.
there, so
Yeah.
they haven't stopped us.
Police is right there. Simone and I have found what is supposedly the largest public park in all of Johor. It's right next to a golf course. We're gonna go check out the golf course in a moment, but this park seems kind of abandoned, but it's got a bunch of cool stuff. It just seems like people really haven't been here in a long time. It's got like a tower. Definitely does not meet OSHA standards. Yeah, that bridge I walked over, some of the planks were definitely a little squishy. It's got like an amphitheater, got a kind of a nasty pond. It looks like at one point in time it had like concessions. Like, look at this, look at this. Definitely not super safe. It's got like a, over here is a little workout area. It's got a bunch of paths. It's kind of cool. It's just a little abandoned. Wow.
Big fish.
We've met up with Isaac, which is one of Simone's buddies that he used to live with.
No, I didn't live with him. I just would hang out with him.
Okay. But anyways, they took us to like this night, I don't know, what would you call this, Simone?
It's like a night food. It's like a night food court.
Like a night food
Nighttime
court?
food court. This one's Chinese. Looks like primarily.
I noticed that people eat quite a bit later here.
For sure. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's cooler out after dark.
Yeah. So there's like a bunch of different stands. We're gonna go get some food, and I'm actually really hungry. We haven't really eaten since like since like probably 1:30 today. So excited to get some food.
When the pulse looks to life for, take it in your heart now, lover. When the kids
It's almost 1. We finally made it out of the hostel.
It's 1:15.
1:15. We finally made it out of the hostel this morning. We had a really late night last night. We hung out with one of Simone's friends, Isaac, who was super cool, and got dinner with him and Brian, and then ended up meeting up with some more of their friends.
I push up on this funk and give me miracles. Make you know how we love the ride is something we control. Screaming at this to find the stars.
We have made it to Singapore. We don't really have very many plans in mind, unless, Simone, do you have any plans in mind?
Try to not feel as hungover.
Simone got a little crunk last night. And so did
Bro, I
I.
drank less than you, man.
I know. Well, I'm a big boy.
I'm a lightweight and I don't drink very much.
So Simone's gonna try and get over his hangover, but in the meantime we are gonna do some exploring. We're walking to kind of the downtown center right now. Just open heart, open mind. We're not quite sure what we're gonna see yet, but I'm really excited. Simone is, I think, excited too, behind his hangover. But
It's a little hidden right now.
we're not quite sure what we're gonna see, so stay tuned. Okay, so real quick, first impressions for me at least. The city, and Simone kind of prompted me for this already. The city is absolutely beautiful. Like, hedging, very nice. Foliage, beautiful. Like, look at this road, man. Like, this road is beautiful. Look at these trees coming over the edge. We never see these kinds of trees. These trees are, of course, for me, novel, but also beautiful. Ferns, beautiful. It smells like just lightly sweet. These buildings, futuristic, beautiful, everything very clean so far. I saw a school. The school looked beautiful. So, cool stuff so far. Sweet so far. This looks like one of the main drags, one of the main roads. They got like a tunnel here. What's going on here? Okay, these cars, dude, are sick. Simone was saying that a lot of people come to Singapore, but sometimes when he's chatting with people, they will go to Singapore but won't go to KL, and he's like, bruh, why you not go to KL but you went to Singapore? And I will say right away, I've noticed that there's been more white people than I've seen in JB. I haven't really spent enough time in KL to say there's been more definitively here than there, but it's an interesting noticing that I've had already. Simone was not lying about not being able to jaywalk or not being able to cross the road when it's not your turn or when it's not your time. They got these motherfuckers out here directing traffic. There was a guy that tried to cross at the wrong time and the police officer like whipped out his arm and like whistled at him. They're for real.
And there's army people like everywhere.
Yeah, they're for real, for real. It's a beautiful place though. So supposedly there is a gay festival going on, but you gotta be public residents, so they're not letting us into the gay festival. Come on, man. Oh, this is a cool building. Look at this.
Yeah, that is really cool. That's not really cool.
Hi, buddy.
This is kind of cool. Yeah, they really grow everywhere.
It's kind of a trippy illusion. See that smoke?
Yeah. There's no rails on there. Just part of the design.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It looks like, doesn't it look like a roller coaster though? Like you could, holy shit, dude, these buildings are massive. And there's building going on everywhere. This reminds me of Avatar. This is so cool. Singapore is wild. It is really, really pretty though. The botanical gardens here is magnificent. One of my favorites so far. One of my favorite parts about this too is that it kind of just, you can kind of just get lost in it.
Thinking too hard, but I really wanna live.